Hey YouTube, this is Sensation reporting in for another update. Where to start? We're gonna start starting in the yard again because where I can start. I'm changing that to a Pico. I'm starting to have problems with that particular number 8 Atlas. It tends to derail everything, so I'm just gonna change it out for a Pico and hope it's better for everything else. As you can see, the UP train's on the track currently, and it's biggin'. Still not to the front, still not to the front, still not to the front. Oh, hey, there's a DDA 40. Oh, hey, look, there's Scoutman's auxiliary tenders. Oh, look, there's 4014. Anyway, this engine was used to test the layout and the switches at full throttle. So at speed step 126, and it went from here, went straight through, crossed over here, crossed over there, then crossed back over to the other main, went around and crossed back to main 1 to this main here. So I went from this main over to this main, back over to this main, back to this main, then back to this main. At full throttle, I wanted to test the capabilities of the switches and pretty much show somebody who said that where it is placed, where the double crossover is placed, is going to cause, where he said it's going to cause problems. Well, I ran 4014 with its whole consist for an hour with no derailments at full throttle. And I have crap track. I mean, I don't have the best track work. I know that. But the fact that I'm able to run that train at full throttle for an hour, pretty good. So I'm not going to name his name. He knows who he is. So yeah, there is a lot going on on the layout all the time. This is the switch I bought that I was gonna put here, but then I realized after I bought it that it wasn't a curved turnout, and I'm like, I can't use it now. So, oops. So I bought another curved turnout to go here. And then I'm working to see where I want industries. I'm thinking I'm going to put one here, just on this edge here. And then another one I'm going to do here. Which this one's probably going to come around and then go around up to here or something. I don't know. And then this one, these two leads are going to be for the coal tracks. One of them is going to be for... Well, both of them are going to be for coal. One's going to be for full, the other one's going to be for empty, so... Yeah. And this is all of this is just to get stuff out of the freight yard. So I can clear out some tracks on the yard. So, yeah, we'll see how long that lasts, because I have no idea. These are probably going to come around here and continue along, following the main line. And they're probably just going to continue on a curve, honestly. I might have them go straight through. I might have them go straight here to the edge and then just kind of curve back around. Just to kind of get a long coal track. Just because it would be better. Because then I could fit more on one track than I could on two. So we'll see. I'm still kind of fighting with myself on what I want to do here. Pretty much all the cork that I can lay, which it's going to be a while before the next update. I mean, well, it'll be a while before I get the second main line up and running. So we'll just say that. The second main line, my fat ass cannot squeeze between the layout and the wall. So I got as much cork as I could laid out. Now I could, crawl up onto the table and lay cork all the way down. But my fat ass tends to I'm nervous because I'd rather not have the layout come down, so I'm waiting for some friends of mine to come over and help me lay some cork out and lay some track down. Because my fat ass is too fat to crawl up there. But yeah, all jokes aside, though, yeah, it's just going to be a little bit before I get the next main line done. Honestly, this layout's pretty much all yard and all diesel facility. And there's really not a whole lot I can do about it, honestly. It's just the amount of stuff I have, and it's just, I mean, I do reviews, and I really need to build shelves. I do reviews, and I do layout updates, and I do run-bys, and I have too much. I have way too much. But, as y'all know, as y'all are my loyal subscribers, at least the ones that have known me since 2 years ago, y'all know that I had a issue or not an issue, but a really horrible experience coming home off the road of truck driving. My father passed 2 years ago, and that's why I bought trains as a as a coping mechanism. Not exactly the cheapest thing I could have picked, but I mean, hey, it's better than alcohol and drugs, I guess. So I guess I'm doing all right, considering this isn't illegal. But yeah, if you guys noticed on Jake's Trains, also, he put out a review of the MTH Allegheny, number 1604. Where is it? Oh, there it is. It's over here somewhere. He put out a review of the Allegheny MTH Allegheny H8 1604. Well, that's the one he reviewed. Yeah. So he came over here and reviewed and reran trains for a good couple hours. And then we went to Kirkwood, Missouri to go out to the station and caught 2 monster stack trains. I mean, one of them was 13 he did a whole video on it, and it took and the whole video was like 15 minutes long, and it was just insane. One of the trains coming up the hill in Kirkwood was like 8 minutes long, and the other one was 7 minutes long. It was ridiculous. But yeah, that was a fun experience, and I hope he comes back. He says he wants to, so he wants to come back and run my museum quality turbine, and I said, come on. So there's the brass $2,000 engine, which, by the way, they're sold out of, just so y'all know. They don't have any more. So I almost fell over there. Let's see what else. Before we talked about industry, turnout, siding. I laid a short section of track, just kind of see where the curve was going to end up. I like where it is, so yep. So hopefully sometime this weekend I can kind of get a little more track down. I guess we'll see if that actually happens. I don't know. I have to move some things around on the layout to kind of make room to be able to crawl up onto the layout and lay track and cork. And then I have to start wiring, and then all this, that, and the other, and it's going to be an absolute disaster show. Because the second main line, technically the outer main, isn't even wired up yet. I don't have a hole anywhere for it, so it's not wired up at all, but that's okay. For now, anyway. But yeah. The whole layout. I'm honestly really liking this this new track plan I'm working on here. I think it's gonna really add to the layout for switching, anyways. Like I said, I'm gonna have industry all along this layout, except for one side. Pretty much on one side of the layout only is going to be pretty much be switching. The other side is going to be yard. So But yeah, it'll be fun to, you know, switch on because you have to go around the entire layout to get to the switching, and then it's good. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. I can't wait to start switching. And some other updates. Let's see here. I am gonna be buying some oil-based paint and some paint thinner, and a couple of different brushes. And I'm gonna start weathering. I'm going to start weathering freight cars primarily. I've tried it on a couple cars with the help of Ken Patterson and Mike Buddy. And I thank you guys very much for helping me out. I don't have the car out right now. If I did, I'd show y'all, but I don't know where the car is. Anyway, I'm going to start weathering that car, or different kind of cars, and just kind of start weathering it and doing everything kind of slow. Just to do something, honestly. Well, not really just to do something. It's more along the lines of I want to start weathering, and I want to start recording my weathering techniques. Ken Patterson showed me his rat-a-tat technique. He used like a dental tool or whatever, a dental pick, and taps on the car with it, and it leaves paint or rust splotches on it. Looks kind of neat. And then Mike Buddy showed me a technique with going just down on the car and weathering the roof and weathering doors and weathering the slide on the doors for box cars. And yeah, really kind of cool and really kind of neat, and I want to start doing it because I'm getting kind of tired of looking at clean cars and shiny metal wheels. I'm over it. I'm over it, and everything except for the UP passenger cars and steam engine and DD840 and scale trains auxiliary tenders. Nothing. The steamers aren't getting weathered. The steamers are going to remain clean because they're going to be like they are in excursion service. So that's it. They're not going to get weathered. The turbine, not going to get weathered. Because I'm not about to try to weather that thing. Heck no. Don't get me wrong, it would look good weathered. But it's an $800 engine. I'm not about to put paint on it. Caboose might get weathered up here and there. Just depends on what I decide to do. All those coal cars will get dirty. But yeah, I've got some plans to weather. I'm looking to get an airbrush here soon, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do video on how I weather. I'm not an expert in weathering by any means. I've literally weathered one car. I am not an expert, but I've been showed by experts who weather on how to weather. And honestly, it's really not that hard, especially if you're not trying to go after a prototypical car. If you're trying to get to a more prototypical car, don't watch me. Seriously, I don't know how to do that. Not yet, anyway. Not yet. Honestly, if you guys know Rick Dakota Kempf, he's the one that did that car, Experience Union Pacific. He did that car by hand. What other one did he do? I don't think he did anymore. Oh wait, that's a lie. Yes, he did. Where's that car? Where? Oh crap. Alright, hang on. I'm gonna find it. I will find it. I always do. Nope, not that one. Okay, maybe I don't always find it. Oh, found it. He did this car as well. So yeah. So pretty much whatever you guys want to pay him, or well, not pay him, but whatever you guys want on a car, he can do as long as you pay him. So It's really kind of good stuff. He does really well, so I like his stuff. Um, anyway, yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna start weathering. That's pretty much what it's going down to. I'm gonna start weathering, and we're gonna see where that goes. Oh, it's gonna be an absolute disaster. Oh, I can't wait. Anyway, this is Sensation signing off. I'll see you guys later.